Hi everybody, it's Dimitri here, and so I'm back. I just want to give y'all a refresh start because um, going back and going back to that space that I was in with my past videos, I felt as though that I was still awakening to certain things. I was still awakening to certain knowledge and wisdom that was coming through and that was already here within me, but I had to open up to it more. And not only that, but open up to myself more, right? Because once we open up to ourselves, then that's when we open up to everything that we have already, right? And so, um, I wanted to share something with y'all that has been very special, very transformative for me, very amazing for me to experience, and something amazing for me to have developed, right? So let me start off with um, as like when I was young, I've always been able to make this like weird sensation come through my feet, or like it kind of starts in your pelvis. It kind of started in my pelvis and would like make me tingle, and sometimes I would like I would like I would do like this like almost like shaking, um, and I wasn't aware of this, but this was my chi energy. This was me deriving my chi. So as a kid, I kept with addiction. Um, when I was very young, I started in I believe third or fourth grade, and I was masturbating. Okay, and I was masturbating up to 3 times a day, and I would use not only my hand but things that weren't needed, right? And it was an unhealthy connection to my sexuality. And our sexuality is our intimate connection with our divine being. It's a way that we can raise our consciousness and become more aware of who and where we are, right? It's a way for us to heal. It's a way for us to connect with others in the most amazing way, right? And you don't have to be in a relationship for that. Because relationships are not only a social construct, but what defines a relationship really, right? What defines why it does not need to be one, two people. It can be multiple. It's about the intimacy, it's about the connection, right? And so, what I really wanted to bring you all today was my teachings. I wanted to bring in my experiences and my perspectives from what I have received, from what I have felt, and what I have heard. So, let me start off with telling y'all about the breath. So, when we breathe, our oxygen flows throughout our whole vascular system. Starts as our lungs and goes through our heart and goes through everywhere, just into our brain, and it just expands. Okay? So, I wanted to tell y'all breathing is important. I just want to make that a fact before I go anywhere. But, so, continuing with the sexual energy part. Um, my sexual addiction and abuse as a younger person had given me a platform in my spiritual awakening and um, my spiritual journey and my spiritual purpose. Not even spiritual, but conscious awareness. Aware of my purpose, right? And so, what I have came to an awareness of is that we can use sex, not only sex but masturbation, as a way of transforming ourselves and transforming our being. Everything is sacred. It's about your perspective, right? Um, and so when I had really started getting into my conscious awareness and awakening, um, I had a few awakenings, and so I dormanted my sexual energy. I dormanted it. I stopped masturbation. I stopped thinking about sex. I stopped feeling myself sexually. And I dormanted it and I meditated. And that was a healing journey for me. And I thought after a long time, because I held it for a long time, I dormanted my sexual energy for a very long time. And this gave me a cleaner palate. this cleansed my womb. Okay, my creational womb. This allowed me to transform my mind and create with my mind. And also gave me a break. Because when you ejaculate, when you release your sperm, your physical sperm, you're releasing energy. You're releasing your light form. You're releasing this energy. Granted, you don't have to not masturbate at all, and I mean not ejaculate at all, and we'll get that deeper into the video. But what I'm saying now is dormanting your sexual energy can help detoxify your body. It can help you connect with yourself, your mind, okay, and your body in other ways that are healthier. Build, release insecurities, okay, and so I did it so much that nobody around me knew about sexual energy because I knew there was something more to sex. There was more to masturbation. At this time, I was a virgin. Um, no longer now, but when at this time when I was dormanting my energy, I was a virgin, and I had not accumulated my energy into anybody, or anybody had accumulated their energy into me, right? So this time allowed me to really connect, and so but after so long, I got lost on what to do with my energy. And I said that I wasn't going to have sex ever, that I shouldn't masturbate at all. Like, I was confused. And I knew there was something more. So, time passes. No longer a virgin after about a couple months or a month, months time frame of dormanting my sexual energy, and me, focusing on myself, and at this point now I'm not a virgin, um, and I had sexually adapted with partners. Okay, I connected with people. Yes, multiple. I experimented, and during that time I was able to focus in on what I was feeling, what I was noticing. Okay? But it didn't click with me until I really started understanding my sexual energy. What are they? What is it? Looking up my sexual organs. Not only my penis but my prostate. And how that works. Also about chi, vital chi energy. I started looking up Eastern culture. And so a few months back, maybe four or three, I had gotten really deep with understanding this. I would notice when I masturbated, because after a while, after I became a non-virgin, I did release ejaculation. I did ejaculate. But then I started setting up regimen, so I would only ejaculate on a Sunday, and then next Sunday I would, and sometimes I would if I felt like it. It's not, nothing's a structure. Nothing has to be a structure. We're free beings. We're free will, but we want to do what's best for our soul, right? So I started doing more research, and at the time I was with a partner, and so I could not experience an experiment free willy. Like, I couldn't go just and just do everything because we had respect in our relationship and this, that, and third, right? So, but in that time frame, I did practice semen retention. Um, and not only semen retention, but bringing the energy from the orgasmic state up. This is expanding your being, okay? So, what I want to tell you about this is that going back to when I was a kid, when I could have that sensation, I learned that this sensation is something I can awaken my second chakra with. I can bring this energy up into my third eye and past my third eye and then connect, expand, right? And this is what helped me do this. So, and it's amazing. So when I was doing this, it was a process. It's a process to learn how to control your muscles. Because at first I started with my physical being. So I would the muscle that is in between your penis and your anus. And this is for females and men. You can be retenting your orgasms, okay? Because females orgasm too. They're able to have multiple, because females are another creation energy. They are totally explosive. They are totally like incredible. But men, we are sacred as well. We hold the universe, and that's why ejaculatory sperm is so powerful. A man that is semen retentive is so powerful. Men, when we actually do this, this creates a bond with Mother Earth that can ascend this entire planet. Because we are locking in divine consciousness. This is pure divine energy that we are accumulating. Okay? And so when you are jerking off, when you are masturbating, you know when you need to stop. Okay, you get to a point to where you feel like you're about to come, right? And you want to focus. You want to stop. Maybe rest your hands on your sides, on your head, or something like this on your heart. And you want to breathe. You don't want to tense up, because that's what I did at first. I would tighten my sphincter real hard, which is the muscle in between your anus and your penis. You would tighten the muscle really hard. Tighten it really hard, and I would tighten my, like, I would be like, I get stiff, because I was like, oh shit, I'm about to come, But that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is we want to allow it. We want to breathe into it, right? And you will still feel that like orgasm feeling. You're gonna still feel orgasmic. And this is what's so exciting to me, because it's amazing, okay? My body, I'm gonna share some personal, experience. My body shakes. It like literally shivers. I'll be like, my legs, my body just, it's like this wave of expansion. Okay, and it's not only your physical, it's like your energetic body is just like, whew, right? And it's amazing. And this was something that I kept doing. And then I couldn't hold, I wasn't holding certain frequencies to allow them to come through, okay? Because parts of me were still not accepting parts of me. And so I would come accidentally. I couldn't handle the how much pleasure I was receiving, and I would explode. It's like I would, and then bust. But that's why we learn to hold this muscle, because you're slowly, it's like growing a muscle. You're like slowly growing your muscle, okay? And so when I started, doing this, at the end, when I would be finished, because you get to a point to where you're like, okay, I've accumulated a lot of energy, and just, I feel satisfied, because I, personally, it satisfies me more than ejaculation. Way more. I don't even want to ejaculate at this point. It's like, fuck ejaculation. Because of how amazing semen retention feels. The pleasure. Being able to continue. Being able to go for like hours at a time. And personally, your skin doesn't even get like, unhealthy, because that energy is, it's healing. So it's like literally it vibrates your body to a frequency where nothing is like deteriorating. You understand? It's all expanding and growing and healing. And it's amazing. So I want to tell you about after. So after I do this, I like to sit, or I like to lay on my back, like when you're masturbating, when you're regularly on your back or whatever. And I tighten sometimes in the past, I've learned how to do it without now. But in the past, I tighten my sphincter and I breathe up. And this is also known as your root chakra. It's an energy force. I just imagine this energy expanding through me. going up and expanding. It's opening my vessel. So you're tightening it and expanding your vessel, okay? Now, this will bring you to a state of alignment that is absolutely incredible. Your body feels. I was able to get any cracks out of my body. Because in the past I have had hip, like I need like hip structure, because what it relates to is feeling stable, right? Speaking of my throat, so my throat chakra wasn't as clear at one point in my life, and this helped me align it. This helped me get it in place, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, right? And when you breathe this energy in, you're gonna feel like so expansive. The dimension of awareness you're in is a totally different dimensional awareness. All right, you're raising your vibration. Your vibration is at a frequency up here. I'm not gonna use chakras because this is not even chakra. All right, this is totally like nuclear. It is like nuclear energy. All right, I don't use this energy to manifest. Like truthfully, I have like, you know, mentally, but I've never wanted to seriously use it for that. I've always wanted to seriously use it for my oneness, bringing myself into alignment. Because everything around you comes into alignment when you're in alignment. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about manifesting this. When you're in alignment, these things will manifest for you. They're already in line. They're already here for your worth. You are worthy. Now I want to move to how to fully awaken your sexual energy. So something that I have now came to a conclusion now, I've been in this conclusion, but I've came totally understanding of it now. Is my prostate gland. Now this is a powerful tool in masturbation. Granted, you don't have to touch it. Awareness of it is enough. Bringing energy to it is enough. But the prostate gland is a gland within our body that physically, when you hold your semen goes back into the bloodstream. Okay, but this prostate gland allows you to hold a more divine space for it to flow through our body more contently and healthier and more freely. So the prostate gland holds its own liquid. Okay? So the prostate gland, let me try to find something that can perfect. I got the aloe. Okay? We got the penis. We have the prostate, which we're gonna use as a shell. Okay? And then we have the bladder. The bladder is the rock, the prostate is the shell, and the penis is right here. So the prostate is above the penis. This allows all of your semen that you have been holding to go back and nutrify your body. Semen has zinc, has copper, has citric acid, has B12, it has many nutrients, and it has protein. It has lots of nutrients for your body. And so when you're holding your semen, you're not only holding it, but you're releasing it back into your body. You're giving yourself a boost of vibration. You're feeding your body back. Okay, you're creating with your body. This is amazing. This is far greater than releasing this. And so this prostate gland allows you to not only hold pleasure, because as a bisexual man, I can say that I am able to receive pleasure with my prostate. Not anywhere near, like, certain times, certain spaces, it is amazing. I prefer, my penis is like a totally different experience. They're two different experiences. Men can hold many different forms of orgasm, right? We can have heart orgasms. We can have penis orgasms. We can have anal orgasms. We can have both at the same time, which is an experience that is like amazing to me. I've had that and it's just incredible. But Massaging your prostate is important. It is healthy to do at least once a month. And this involves you putting an object or sticking your finger into your anus and about this much inside of your anus. It's right here. All right, your prostate's gonna be like right here. So it's up, and it's right there, right? It's like the male G spot, and this regulates your whole body. Now I want to talk to you about the connection that we have from our penis to our brain. So our brain has a gland called the thalamus, and this thalamus allows us to understand what we're doing. It allows us to feel. It receives energy. It's like a crystal receiver. It's like a crystal, right? It is a crystal because our brain is a crystal receiver. And it's two eggs, okay? It's literally like the ball sack, like the prostate, like the thalamus, okay? The thalamus above our heart, which is our immune system. And then we have the prostate down here, and then we have the balls, all right? Then we also have our thyroid, which is two balls. So do you see the ignition here? Do you see the alignment? It's all connected. It's like boom. They're like batteries. They're like two batteries. They're like boom, 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 boom. And each breath that you breathe, you're activating each one. So you're going boom, boom, your balls, boom, your prostate, boom, your heart, boom, your throat, boom, your third eye. And then it's just pure source. So we're awakening all of these energies, and this would transfer energy from there to all of our organs. Okay? So this allows all the energy from our organs to be totally displayed in a very functional manner. So they allowed us to cooperate with our body, and this is why it flows, okay? This energy would travel up the spine because it flows to your whole blood vessels, okay? And in each part of our body are blood vessels, no matter where, okay? And so we're receiving the semen, the prostate energy, and it's going up and up and up, and then it expands through our arms and through our legs. And we feel this, okay? And I just want to tell y'all, do it. It is absolutely incredible. It is something that I am still working on. It is something I'm still mastering. There's more to it, and I know there is, right? And so when we are doing this, we want to make sure that we're breathing. Make noises, okay? I make noises, right? It's a part of our primal nature. We don't need speech. We have our energy. You know, feel into it fully, right? Feel into it. Don't hold back. Let go. Put on some beautiful music. Make a sacred space. Make a beautiful space. You know, put on some nice sheets, you know? Maybe lay a towel, you know, because I like to use my oil. I like to oil up my body and just really engorge it. Really get the the fluids going. Just make it nice and just juicy, you know. Get everything juiced up. You can even put crystals, orange crystals, preferably. Orange is my favorite color. Not my favorite because I love a lot of colors. I just love orange. Carnelian is a beautiful stone to work with in sexuality because it's about emotions, it's about feeling, and that's what this is about. This is about pleasure. Take an hour or two every day to pleasure yourself, to retent your semen, to expand your being. Especially men. Guys, we gotta do this. Men, as men, we got to do this. Not only for our women, because our women are going to appreciate us even more for this, and females, and men, as in man on man or female on female, because I'm bisexual, so I am here to liberate gay relationships, straight relationships, lesbian relationships, transsexual relationships, everything, alright? And it doesn't matter your sexual orientation, it doesn't. It matters about what would make you feel pleasure. It matters about what's gonna expand your consciousness. What makes you feel pleasure? What gets you into that frame of mind where you're like, wow, this feels absolutely incredible. And both of you can have a healthy relationship. It's important to hold a sacred relationship with somebody. Sacred as in everything sacred again. But it's about your perspective. A sacred relationship to me is any relationship, but go deeper, it's a relationship where you are consciously connected with your higher self, because your higher self is the universe. Your universe is not separate. Our source is not separate. We are source. Okay? Invite invite just the pleasure. Allow it. Just deny anything besides pleasure. Allow that space to be filled. Okay? Breathe, right? I also want y'all to check out my new t-shirt, right? It's a Merkaba. So we got a Merkaba. So this is the traveling of the body. This is an energy source. This allows us to move through our body. This is important for us to be able to expand our being and expand who we are as oneness, right? And I'm going to do another video on that in my next video. I hope y'all have an amazing day, and I'm happy I could come and teach y'all and give y'all something to expand on. All right? Y'all have an amazing night. Deuces.